the countdown. Do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do.
You want to talk about the countdown, Ashley?
Oh my God.
I am. We're so close, and I thought, okay, well, there's no more surprises to come, right?
Oh.
We have the upfronts the other night for AMC, and they're like, hey, you know what? We are actually performing live with the Vampire Lestat.
Yeah. We're getting a live show.
Okay, AMC Global Media is leveraging its relationship with corporate cousin Sphere Entertainment, which, by the way, here's me learning that the Dolans owned AMC. I didn't know. I mean, I guess I knew. I had forgotten. I don't know.
I don't think that that's anything I ever knew.
Yeah, but they do. They do indeed. The company announced the plans Wednesday night at its annual upfront presentation to ad buyers in New York. June 2nd is booked at the Beacon for the Vampire Lestat.
God.
One night only. A live event featuring Sam Reed as Lestat de Lioncourt, the central character from Anne Rice's Interview with the Vampire. This series, whose name was changed last year from Interview with the Vampire, will premiere its third season June 7th. Okay, first of all, this isn't the only thing they announced, and we should mention it. AMC also announced that they're going to expand their Sphere of Fear, where they covered the outside of the Vegas Sphere with Halloween-themed stuff and ads. They're going to expand that into the Sphere of Cheer. Great branding there. Good job, folks. They're going to do Christmas as well next year, or this coming year, I should say. So that's all very cool. However, here's what matters most to us. They're going to do a June 2nd event in New York City where Sam's going to be Lestat on stage.
Y'all,
He's
I'm
going
going
to
to
sing.
try my damnedest to be there. I mean, I really am. Fuck it. Like, this is why I'm child-free. This is why I have PTO I sit on like a vulture protecting my, whatever. A dragon protecting my horde.
I genuinely wasn't thinking of you. I didn't mean to put you on blast, but in a chat thread the other day, I did say, this is how Autumn Brown gets ahead of me in the live event lines because she's child-free. And you said, I think I'm going to go. And I went, Ashley is also child-free.
Yeah.
Wait.
Ashley is. Uh-huh. Yeah. And I'm small, so, like, I don't give a shit if I sit in a shitty plane seat. Like, I don't give a shit. I'll fly real cheap in the worst spot possible. I don't give a fuck. I'm 4'11 and a half. My feet don't even touch the floor on the plane. Legroom?
If we knew somebody else, if we knew somebody else going out of Arkansas, we could just get you to put them in your luggage. Like, hey man,
tuck right into a real bag, like
Smuggling
can't get me
Ashley.
to carry-on. Smuggling Ashley. We should offer that as like
it's a Patreon level reward, exactly.
It's a Patreon reward. You could smuggle Ashley with you on a trip.
So, first of all, I'm super excited that they're giving it to us. We talked about it. Wouldn't it be great if... It's a huge ask for the actor, right? Like, you've got to, I don't know what they're paying him in the contract to make this worth his while, but it's got to be sizable, you'd think.
And the other thing is he's going to have to, like, train for that a bit. Like, it's hard to sing a full set list. Like, that's a lot of fucking work. And
I think he even referenced at the upfronts, I thought it was like one song and a party. Okay.
Yeah, like, he's gonna have, I mean, for real, he's putting some work in, and we are very lucky they're willing to do that. Yeah, this is the fucking dream. I know everybody is dying to get tickets. There's only gonna be it says this company is kind of notorious for giving more tickets than they can
actually provide seats. So the venue apparently has like a 2,800 seat capacities, which is not going to be nearly enough.
It's not huge, but it's a gorgeous theater space. I mean, oh my God. Yeah. Like,
I mean,
what a place to see them. I've got goosebumps just thinking about it.
2,800 is not that much bigger, I don't think, than the Orpheum where we saw Anne Rice's Celebration of Life. Like, I think that's like a 2,000 seat auditorium, maybe. Anyway, this is going to be an amazing event. I fully believe that this will be available in some format afterwards.
It
They
better be.
obviously want to build media buzz, and doing this as a one night only live event, a special thing. People are going to sign up. I guess we should say the details. The tickets are going to be available at midnight on May 6th, but it's a lottery format, basically. They're going to be free. It's going to be free to get into the event once you have your ticket. But man, it's going to be hard to get those tickets.
Yeah, and then also, you know, like you may wait in line and then they're like, "Oh, sorry, we're at capacity."
Yeah.
Which would be a real pisser. But like,
now,
I'll take 2 days off work and fucking camp at the Beacon.
I was going to say the flip side of that is that there will be people that sign up and get tickets and then are like, it isn't really feasible for me to drop everything and travel to New York in the middle of a, you know, hostile government takeover.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, like Europe's running out of jet fuel. Have you heard? Like, oh, fuck me.
Nobody had to tell me in the news, Ashley, because in Louisiana, a petroleum gasoline producing state, we both drill and refine in my state.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Gas is always cheap here. You know what we paid the other day on the way back from Bob Dylan? $5. No, excuse me. It was $5. No, I got it wrong. It was $5 for diesel. It was over $5 for diesel. I paid $4 though for gas for regular unleaded. 402 in Louisiana, in North Louisiana. Yeah.
I just need everyone to know that this is a hell of a time to have a Prius C. It's tiny. I get the most incredible gas mileage. Its tank is only like 9 gallons, so like you don't even feel bad when you fill it up. I mean, it feels bad right now because everything does, but
all right. Ashley's giving you the secret to actually journey to see the Vampire Lestat. No children and a tiny hybrid
Prius
vehicle.
Tiny hybrid. And for that information, you can shove me in a suitcase and take me with you to see Lestat.
So, okay, first of all, what we haven't seen so far is new songs, really. I know, yes, we've dropped a couple of singles, but what we got recently is the cover. Yeah,
though.
It is great.
Holy shit.
And at the upfronts, by the way, Sam didn't perform, but they had a gay men's choir perform along with the track of Dancing with Myself.
Amazing.
Which I thought was pretty cool. So what do you imagine we're going to get in this one night set list? First of all, he's not going to be on stage an hour and a half, my guess is, right? Like this will be a brief.
I would imagine we're going to be,
because they're going to run the full episode.
Absolutely. So I'm guessing maybe 45 minutes on the long end.
Maybe. Yeah.
On the long end. But I do think, like we're talking
we'll get
about
all the songs that we've seen so far.
Mm-hmm. And maybe a new one or two. Probably a cover.
A different cover, you imagine. Okay.
Yeah, because that way they don't have to show all the originals unless they really... But we're like, what, 4 days out from the premiere after this? 4 or 5?
So it's the 2nd and the 7th. So yeah, you're technically like 5 days out from premiere.
So like they really don't have to be holding everything so close. They could tease out a lot of stuff.
Well, and especially if they don't actually release the full version publicly until after the premiere.
Yeah.
Then it's sort of like, because by the time of June 2nd, definitely all of your, your reviewers, your recappers and things like that will have had probably the first 4 episodes is generally the play. And so those folks will have seen quite a lot of content by the time you see that show live, or whoever gets lucky enough to see that show live in person. So yeah, I think you're right. Maybe one more song, but
or possibly a medley move. They might do a medley.
Okay, the release valve though of covers, I had not really considered, because yes, man, if you just add covers into the overall seasonal soundtrack, then you can run those in promo anytime you want to, release them however you want to, and there is no the death of Qui-Gon situation as we have discussed previously on this show. It's happened already in this soundtrack for this show. In previous seasons, there's been a track late in the season that they release it before the episode, and you're like, well, let's don't read the title of these.
Mm?
It wasn't exactly, I say the death of Qui-Gon. Wasn't it the funeral of Qui-Gon, I think
No,
is the
it was
name of that track?
the name of that track is The Noble Death of Qui-Gon. That is the name of that track.
I have purchased so much Star Wars stuff at midnight on release over the years, including novelizations, but I did not purchase that CD, and it's one of the things that I am most thankful for in retrospect, honestly.
I hadn't either ahead of time. I didn't know about all that until after. It's one of my favorite spoilers that's ever happened. I think it's so funny. It's just hilarious.
The spoilery end of the Half-Blood Prince was screamed to me from the parking lot by a passing car as I waited in line opening night for that one too. I'm waiting in line to get my copy.
Oh no!
And guy drove by in a car screaming the ending. I'll still never forget. I'm madder at him than I am at She Who Shan't Be Named, I think, honestly.
Right. I was teaching theater to kids during the last two Harry Potter books, and it was hilarious. Like, I had to put a full-on ban in my classes. I was like, we will not ruin this for each other. I'm already done. I'm not going to ruin it for you, but we will not ruin this for each other. If I catch any of you fucking around and ruining this, I will personally ruin you.
If you're watching this on YouTube and you're like, who are these two wonderful people that love Anne Rice so much? You should join us for a full episode right here on this YouTube channel, Articulate Coven. We've been covering the Immortal Universe since before there was a live action Immortal Universe anyway.
Yeah. Also, if anyone snags a ticket and is going, if I'm going, haul rich a girl. Let's have a drink. Come sit with me in line. I'm going to camp.
I guess I shouldn't have been surprised that so many of our coven have said, I'm taking my chances. Several of them have booked hotel reservations
already. Yeah.
I don't know that anybody has purchased plane tickets. One has already purchased plane tickets because they plan on doing a different concert the night before the night after.
It just kind of
so
works
it's like, I'll be in the city. It's fine. I'll figure it out.
Meanwhile, I'm just like, what the fuck else am I going to do with my vacation days? Come on. Like, let's do this shit. I'm up for it. I am up for the challenge.
Genuinely, even though it is small, I mean, what I wanted was a New Kids on the Block style pay-per-view event where we could all sign up for $30 online.
I mean, right?
And watch the concert in LA or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
1980s WWF WrestleMania event.
I wanted him to finish the season on SNL, right? Like, that's what I really wanted. Short of that, which was a big ask, I'll admit. Thank you, AMC, for pulling this shit. Like, thank you for doing this, honestly.
I just keep thinking about the fact that it's in a proper theatrical theater space, the special effects shit they might be able to go for and pull off, you know?
They're gonna fly him. When they said it was in a theater, I was like, they're gonna fly him is what they're gonna do. He's gonna be rigged.
Pan his ass around that place. I need it.
Okay.
I need it.
Quickly, let me tell you something. I was in Salt Lake City recently, and I just saw a version of Peter Pan Goes Wrong.
My God, that's...
Holy moly. It was so much fun. It was so much fun, y'all. If you get a chance, first of all, if you get a chance to see local theater, you should go see local theater.
You should, yeah.
Live theater is amazing, period. But if you get a chance specifically to see a Something Goes Wrong play, it's like a whole genre. There's several different versions of this that run around and different people take their swing at it.
Very fun.
They're all, it's a fun idea. That's a fun idea that plays well at various levels, I think, of professionalism.
Mm-hmm.
So go check that out. All right. We'll be back soon with the full coverage of this episode and so much more on Articulate Coven. Thanks for watching.
Bye.